Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got game number 2 of this 1978 Braves versus Giants series. And leading off for the Braves, batting in the leadoff spot, Royster playing second. Batting second, playing first is Beal. Batting third, playing third is Horner. Batting fourth, playing right field is Matthews. Batting fifth, doing the catch is Pocarova. Batting sixth, playing center field is Office. Batting seventh, playing left field is Gaston. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Cheney. And on the mound and on the pitching and batting ninth is Phil NIEKRO. And for the hometown San Francisco Giants, to lead it off will be Whitfield in left field. Batting second, playing second is Andrews. Batting third, playing third is Evans. Batting fourth, playing first base is McCovey. Batting fifth, playing right field is Cruz. Batting sixth, playing center field is Herndon. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Metziger. Batting eighth on the catching is Hill. And on the mound, batting ninth is BARR. Let's get down here in the candlestick and get this game started. And you got Jerry Royster to lead it off for the Braves, batting .280 on the year with no homers and 16 RBIs. Jim Bard leading the National League with a 2.01 ERA. This is his 10th start of the year. He is 6-2. Here's the first pitch to Royster. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Whitfield calls for it, makes the catch. And there's one down. And Bob Beal comes to the plate now. Bob batting .300 on the year with no homers and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Andrews at second. And there's quickly 2 outs here in the first. Bob Horner comes to the plate, batting .148 on the year with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. So Horner's aboard here with a 2-out single. That brings up Sarge Gary Matthews. Can the Braves get an early run here? Matthews batting .250 with 3 homers and 19 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball back to BARR. He's going to fire over to McCovey, and that'll be out number 3. Braves strand 1. We get to the bottom of the first. Braves nothing. Giants coming to the plate with Whitfield, Andrews, and Evans. And Whitfield batting .312 on the year with 8 homers and 33 RBIs. And Phil NIEKRO making his 19th start of the year. He's 9-5 with a 3.04 ERA. Here's the pitch to Whitfield. And that's going to be a base hit. See where this lands at. And that ball is driven into the gap. A leadoff double for Whitfield. And the Giants got the first run of the ball game in scoring position. And Andrews is up. And he's batting .173 on the year with a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop up down the second. Royster makes the catch. That'll be out number 1. Runner stays put. And now you got Evans up. And Evans is batting .261. He's got 13 homers and 34 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop up down the third. Bob Horner calls for it and makes the catch. And now there's 2 outs and the runner still down at second. Give me a second here. Much better. Okay. And now you got McCovey up with 2 outs and 1 runner down at second, batting .259. Willie is with 5 homers and 27 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Matthews. So the leadoff double goes nowhere. The Giants strand 1. We go to the top of second. Still no score here in San Francisco. You got Tokoroba, Office, and Cito due up. Biff batting .250 with 6 homers and 18 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Herndon, center field, and there's 1 down. Office comes up now, batting .289 with 3 homers and 20 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. BARR's first strikeout of the game. There's 2 down. Can Cito get aboard here? He is batting .194 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And the Braves go down in order. To the bottom of the second we go. And you got Cruz due up. He'll be followed by Herndon and Metzger. And Cruz batting .222 on the year. No homers and 2 RBIs. That's going to be a ground ball. That's a swing and a miss. NIEKRO strikes him out. 1 down here. Herndon comes to the plate. He's batting .247 with 1 homer and 24 RBIs. That's going to be a base on ball. It's the first walk given up here by NIEKRO. Roger comes to the plate now. 1 out, 1 on. Batting .200 with no homers and an RBI. And that's going to be popped up behind the plate. And Tokoroba makes the catch. And there's 2 down. That brings up Hill now. And Hill batting .250 on the year with 3 homers and 20 RBIs. And that ball is against the righty of 14. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. Let's see here, a 3. It'll be a 37. Get down the third. I'll probably stay put. 26. They're going to send him. 26. That'll be a 52 or lower to get down the third. And he's in there. So it's first and third. 2 outs. And you got BARR due up here. Can he help his own cause? Runner 90 feet away from scoring. And BARR batting .107, no homers, and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. NIEKRO strikes him out. Giants strand 2. It's still no score as we go to the top of the third with the bottom of the order due up here. Cheney, NIEKRO, and then back to the top. And Royster. And Cheney batting .214 on the year. He's got a homer and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. No, it isn't. A swing and a miss. That's a fly ball out the right field, out the center field. And that other strikeout wasn't a strikeout. And who was that he struck out? Let's go back and look, because that shouldn't have been a strikeout. He's got the R. He's got the R. Let's see here. On the scorecard here. Office shouldn't have struck out. So Office, let's edit this. He's still out, but we'll take a strikeout away from him. So we'll get rid of that strikeout. Make that a 0. Okay. Go down here to BARR and his pitching. We'll take the strikeout away from him. We'll go to fielding and give Herndon another put out. That says at bats. I don't want the bats. I want the fielding for him. There he is. And we change this. Just put this was a fly out. F8 instead. Alrighty, now we fix that. Go back here. Forgot BARR had that R. So now there's one out and NIEKRO's up. And NIEKRO is batting 182 with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball back to BARR. He fires over to first, and there's two down. Terry Royster comes up now. Excuse me, Royster's 0 for 1. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be an 11 and a 10. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Royster gets aboard here with a 2-out base hit. And Royster's going to try to get in the scoring position here. It'll be a 24 to get down there. So that'll be a 46 or lower. And he's in there with a stolen base. So Royster's down at second now. And Bob's up. The runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Bob. And that's going to be a pop-up down the second. Andrews makes the play. And that'll be out number 3. The Braves strand another one. To the bottom of the third we go with the top of the order due up here for the Giants. You got Whitfield, Andrews, and Evans due up. And Terry doubled his first time up. And not this time. That's going to be popped up down the short. Cheney calls for it, makes the catch, and there's one down. Now Andrews is up. He's batting 0 for 1 today. Popped up his first time up. And he gets a hold of this. Where's this one going to go? And that ball is driven in down the short. Cheney makes a nice stop. Unable to throw him out, though. So Andrews is down at first. Evans is up with 1 out and a runner on. And Evans is 0 for 1. He popped up his first time up. That's going to be a ground ball down the corner. 33 and a 3. That'll be barely fielding column 3. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. NIEKRO strikes him out. So now there's 2 down. And McCovey's up. McCovey's 0 for 1 today. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Just how far is this one going to go, folks? Kiss it goodbye. That ball is out of here. McCovey has put the Giants up. It's 2-0 with his 6th homer of the year. Cruz comes to the plate now with 2 outs and nobody on. NIEKRO gives up the homer. And Cruz, he struck out his first time up. And that's going to be popped up down the short. That'll end the inning, but the 2-run homer by McCovey makes it a 2-0 ball game. We go to the top of the 4th with Horner due up, followed by Matthews and Tokarova. Horner's 1 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to McCovey. He takes it himself, and there's 1 out. And Matthews comes to the plate. And Sarge is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Cruz. 2 up and 2 down here in the 4th. Biff comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. 1, 2, 3 goes the Braves. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Giants still leading by 2. You got Herndon due up, followed by Metzger and Hill. Larry is walked his first time up. That's going to be a fly ball out to Sarge in right field for out number 1. Roger comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. That'll be a rare play. 42 and a 39. And that'll be a foul ball. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Roger. And that's going to be against the righty. 15, and that's going to be a base hit. So Rogers aboard here with a 1-out single, and that brings up Hill. Can the Braves get a double play here? Hill singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1, and that's going to be a 36. That's going to be a rare play. 62 and a 36. 62. That'll be a 12. That'll be hit down the short. Down there makes a nice play. That is going to be the old 6-6-3 double play. He takes it to the bag himself. Fires over to first. And that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the top of the 5th. It's still a 2-0 ball game. Got Office due up, followed by Cito and Cheney. Office struck out. Well, he didn't strike out. He flew out to center his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Andrews. And that's 1 out. See, the Braves are 24 and 41. As World's Worst Gamer joins us here. Struck out 338 batters, walked 204, giving up 86 doubles and 23 triples. The Giants are 39 and 28. They've struck out 368 batters, walked 228, giving up 114 doubles and 15 triples. Cito's up. He's 0 for 1 today. 1 out and nobody on. That's a ground ball down to Evans. Across the diamond to McCovey, and there's 2 down. And now it's up to Cheney to get something going. He flew out his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit. Nope. That's going to be popped up in the shallow center field. Herndon comes in, makes a nice running catch, and takes a hit away from Cheney. And we get to the bottom of the 5th. Braves still trailing by 2. You got BARR and then Whitfield and Andrews due up. Jim struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. That'll be out number 1. And now you got Whitfield up. Harry's 1 for 2 with a double in the game. And that's going to be 14. That's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Cito calls for it, makes the catch, and there's quickly 2 down. That brings up Andrews. And he singled and came around the scores last time up. Here's the pitch to Andrews. And that's going to be a rare play of 42 and a 36. And that's going to be foul ball. Strike 1 on Andrews. He falls behind. Can NIEKRO get that strikeout here? And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Bob takes it himself, and that'll end the inning as Aaron Reed joins us here. And we go to the bottom of the top of the 6th now. Still 2-0. Giants. You got NIEKRO, Royster, and Beal due up. Phil's 0 for 1 today. Not anymore, because Phil says he don't need no stinking DH. That's a base hit in the right field. A leadoff batter aboard here. And Jerry Royster comes to the plate now. And he's 1 for 2. He singled and stole a base his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Let's see here, that should be fielding column 3, and it is. And that'll be hit back to the mound as only plays over to first. NIEKRO gets into scoring position with 1 down. And now Bob Beal's up 0 for 2. Can he deliver with NIEKRO out there? That's going to be a base on balls. So Bob makes his way down to first. So now we got first and second and only 1 out, and Horner at the plate. Horner's 1 for 2. Can he deliver here? And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. NIEKRO's going to stay put. So now it's going to take out a 2-out base hit from Matthews. And Sarge come through. He's 0 for 2 today. And he's going to be 0 for 3. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. We'll go to short way over to second. The Braves strand 2. And it's still 2-0 as we go to the 6th. You got Evans due up, followed by McCovey and Cruz. And Evans is 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Matthews. 1 down. McCovey's last time up hit the 2-run homer, only 2 runs of the game. He's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. This time Matthews got his rim short of the track, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And Hector's up. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And that'll end the inning. The Giants go down in order. We go to the top of the 7th. Braves need to get something going here. You got Tokoroba due up, Office and Cito due up against BARR. BARR's lowering that ERA. Came into this game leading the National League with a 2.01 ERA. He's got that ERA down to 1.87. See if the Braves can make it go up some here. That's going to be a pop-up down the second. And there's 1 down. That brings up Office now. Can he get a 1-out rally started here? And Rowland is 0 for 2. And he gets a hold of this, drives that ball in the right field. Makes a big turn, but Cruz cuts it off. Office will be held to a single. So Office is down there. And do they want to try to steal here? You know what? They're going to do a hit and run instead of steal. So they're going to hit and run instead of steal. And that's going to be a 17. And that ball is going to be hit out in the right field. And on a hit and run, that's going to be a single in the right field. The runner's going to get down the third. It pays off. And the Braves are making some noise here. 1 down, runners on the corner. And the Braves get some runs in here in the top of the 7th. That's going to get the bullpen up for the Giants. Cheney's up. He has flown out the center both times. Here's the pitch to Darryl. And he gets a hold of this and against the righty. That's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Make sure I got this right. Fly ball out the right field. So that'll be a fly ball out the right field. And that'll be fielding column 3. Out the right field. And Office is going to score easily. Cuts the lead down to 1. Now there's 2 outs though, and a runner still at first. NIEKRO's coming to the plate. And they're going to let Nuxie bat here with 2 outs. NIEKRO's 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Can he do it again? Nope. That's a swing and a miss. And the Braves get 1. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 2-1 Giants. up here in the bottom of the seventh. And Herndon, he's 0 for 1. He's walked and flown out. And he gets a hold of this off of Nuxie. See where this one goes. And that ball is driven into the gap in left field. And that man turns on the Jets. That brown-eyed, handsome man makes the turn for third, and he's in there with a leadoff triple. It's going to bring the infield in. Can Nuxie get out of this with no more run scoring? They just cut the lead in half. Made it a one-run game. The Giants are threatening. Rogers 1 for 2, singled his last time up. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 15. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Matthews has a terrible arm out there. That'll probably score him easily. Let's see here. 4. That'll be a 49. Yep, Larry's going to score easily with no throw. And right away, the Giants get that run right back. Now there's 1 out and nobody on. But now it's a 3-1 ball game. And Hill's up. He's 1 for 2, singled and grounded out last time up. And that's going to be another ground ball down to Cheney. He fires over to first. And now there's 2 outs. And is that going to be it for BARR? Yep, that's going to be it for BARR. They're going to pitch it for him here after that 7th inning. See who's going to come off the bench here. And the true lefty they got on the bench is Jim. Let's see here. So Jim's going to come off the bench and pitch hit. And a 3-1 lead. Trying to keep this inning going for the Giants. And Jim's batting 100 on the year. No homers and no RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one. What you want to see if you're a Braves fan. And that ball is hit into the gap in right field. So a pitch hit double by Jim. And the Giants got another run in scoring position. Back to the top of the order in Whitfield. He is 1 for 3 with a double in the game. And that's going to be popped up straight up the chute. Biff calls for it, waits for it to come down, and that'll end the inning. But the sacrifice fly after the triple makes it a 3-1 ball game. As we go to the top of the 8th, let's see who's going to come in here and pitch for the Giants. And you got Royster. And Gary LaVelle is going to come in the game, try to close it out here. So this is LaVelle's 20th appearance. He's 1-4 with 2 saves and a 3.7 ERA. He's got the top of the order. Royster, Beal, and Horner do up here with a 2-run lead. Jerry's 1 for 3 with a stolen base in the game. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And that's an easy out. 1 down. Bob Beal get on base here. He's 1 for 2. He did walk his last time up, though. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Gary strikes him out for out number 2. So it's up to Bob Horner here to keep this inning going. He's 1 for 3. He's singled in the game. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Andrews. The Braves go down quietly. 1, 2, 3. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Speaking of Andrews, he's going to lead it off here in the 8th, followed by Evans and McCovey. He's 1 for 3. Came in to score 1 of the 3 runs. That's going to be a fly ball out to Matthews. And there's 1 down. Evans comes up. Evans is 0 for 3 today. Flat out, popped up and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. NIEKRO with only his 4th strikeout of the game. And now there's 2 down, and McCovey comes up. He's 1 for 3 with that big 2-run homer back in the 3rd to give the Giants a 2-0 lead at the time. Nuxie with only his 2nd walk of the game. He walks McCovey. Now Cruz comes up. 1 on, 2 outs, and a 3-1 game. He's 0 for 3. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Nuxie strikes him out. We go to the top of the 9th. The Braves trailing by 2. You're going to have the big boys do up here. You've got Matthews, Pocoroba, and Office. Might have a pitch hitter for Office with the lefty on the mound. Matthews, he is 0 for 3 today. Really get something started here. Nope, that's an easy ground ball. Down the 1st, McCovey's got it. And that'll be out number 1. Do we want to pitch hit here for Pocoroba? We are. Murphy's going to come off the bench here and pitch hit. And if they tie the game up, he'll stay in the catch. So Murph's coming in. Going to pitch hit for Pocoroba. The switch hitting Pocoroba doesn't do well against lefties. So the Murph's coming in. And Murph's batting .224 in the year, 12 homers and 28 RBI. And that's going to be a rare play, a 31 and a 37. That's going to be a foul ball. Murph falls behind here, 0-1. And that's a swing and a miss. Gary strikes him out. And the Braves are down to their last out here. And let's see, I think we're going to have a pitch hitter here for Office. And Jeff Burris is going to come out and pitch hit. Can he keep this game alive for the Braves? And Jeff is batting .329 on the year, 11 homers and 46 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Cruz. The Braves go down in order here in the top of the 9th. The Giants win this game 3-1. Scoring. Braves couldn't win 3 in a row. They had just won 2 in a row. Couldn't put the 3rd one together here. The Giants 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Braves 1 run, 5 hits and no errors. The Braves were 0 for 3 in runners in scoring position. Only left 5 men on base. BARR pitched a hell of a game. And poor Nuxie did the same. He gave up that 1 bad pitch to McCovey. The Giants were 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. McCovey with that 2-run homer. And the Giants left 5 men on base. Nuxie goes to 9-6, pitches 8 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 5, gave up the homer. And BARR gets his 7th win of the year. He's 7-2, goes 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 1. LaBelle comes in, gets his 3rd save of the year, 2 innings and 2 strikeouts. Now let's finish up the rest of this June 25th. You got the Reds taking on the Dodgers. Nice pitching matchup. Hume against Sutton. And the Dodgers come out on top. Since Aaron Reed's in the house, we'll look at the box score. Got the Dodgers 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The Reds 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Pete Rose had a nice game, 2 for 5. Cora was 2 for 4. They were 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Geronimo hit his 3rd homer, and Coral hit his 1st homer of the year. They couldn't take advantage of it. They left 6 men on base. Russell and Garvey both had nice games. Russell 2 for 4, and Garvey a perfect 3 for 3. Dodgers, man, they made hay. They were 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Jim Lacey was 2 for 4 with a homer and 3 RBIs. They left 6 men on base. Hume goes to 6 and 5, 5 and a third, 9 hits, 6 runs, walked 1, struck out 3, gave up the homer. Soramonte 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, and Bourbon 2 innings, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Sutton, he picks up the win. He's 5 and 10, 8 and a third, 8 hits, 4 runs, walked 2, struck out 6, gave up 2 homers. Terry comes in, gets his 7th save of the year, 2/3 of an inning. And what's the next game here? You got the Pirates and the Mets. Bibby against the Swan. And the Mets beat up on the Pirates. 9 runs, 13 hits, and 1 error. The Pirates 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors. Then you got the Cubbies taking on the Phillies. The Phillies are in a tied for first with the Expos. Can they keep the pressure on here? And they beat the Cubbies 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. The Cubbies 2 hits, 6 runs, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Then you got the Astros taking on the Padres. And the Padres 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Astros 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. Can the Expos keep up with the Phillies here? Will the Cardinals spoil their day and they'll drop a game back? And the Cardinals beat the Expos 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. The Expos 1 run, doubled in hits, 6-12. Out hit them 12-6, but couldn't even come close to scoring runs. How many did they leave on base? It's crazy. We got to see this. How many runners did they leave on base? 2 for 12 with runners in scoring, left 12 men on base. Valentin hit a homer. Crazy. The only run of the game for him. Martinez goes 8 innings, scattered 10 hits, 1 run now, walked 2, struck out 3. Little goes in, gets his 5th save of the year. Let's take a look at the standings and leaderboard here. Well, they're in the West. Yeah, they're always in the middle of a West Coast swing. With being in the West back then, they wasn't in the East. Yeah, it's crazy. So the Phillies are now a game up on the Expos. Pirates are 4 games back. The Cubbies 5. The Mets 15 games back. And the Cardinals 16.5. The Giants are now a half a game up on the Dodgers. The Padres are 2.5 games back. The Reds 6. Astros 6.5. They're on a 6-game losing streak. And the Braves are now 15 games back. Jack Clark's leading the National League with a .340 average. George Foster and Dave Kingman now are tied with homers. Foster's has slowed up. He's been on 15 homers for a while. Let's see when the last time he had a homer. It's been there for a little while. see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games. It's been 10 games since George has hit a homer, back on the 11th. And 58 RBIs. So George is slowed up here in June. And BARR increases his ERA lead to 1.95. And Steve Rogers, the only pitcher with 11 wins, and Doug BARR and now Raleigh Fingers both have 14 saves on the year. George is still leading in the MVP, and Steve Rogers is leading in the Cy Young. The next game on the channel. Yeah, he's definitely gotten cold, hasn't he? Next game on the channel will be the double hitter, I believe. It's a double hitter game on the 25th. Yep. The first game will be Hannah going up against the Count, and game 2 will be Mickey going up against Halleck. Will be on the channel. I want to thank Sean for stopping by and Aaron Reed. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell and reminder. Helps the channel out. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.